Welcome to the Peep Game Podcast.
Hoops, helmets, and hot takes. Straight up.
We keep it real, and we call out bad takes like refs call fouls.
Stats matter, but so does the story. And if your story's wild, we're roasting it.
I'm just here for the snacks.
And maybe a hot take or two.
Whoa, where'd that chicken come from?
New episodes every week. Subscribe.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Glad that y'all to be here today on this beautiful Thursday. See, we got some people already into the chat. Love to see it. Love to see it. How's everybody doing today? Kev, Yak, Prez, how are we today?
What's up, guys? What's going on there? Feeling kind of good today. Feeling kind of good.
See, you got the Mets in the background. It's making me nauseous.
I don't know what's
going on.
You,
just setting up my camera here. Sorry about that.
It's a decent feeling, you know.
Yak, I see you got a Super Bowl trophy over there. Is that from 2007?
Nope, 1995.
Oh, that's right. You're a Cowboys fan. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Sucks. Must suck.
Tell him apology not accepted.
Yeah, you're a terrible friend.
I'll let him talk.
Hey, listen, no. We're not doing that, bro. Last week, he had every side comment after the Bears lost for me, so we're not cutting back anything. All right, no.
I mean, they're trash anyway, the Packers. So I mean, it is what it is.
Anyway.
So are my Raiders.
Anyway, so are your Raiders. So is the Jets. Everybody's team here is trash outside of those four teams that we'll get to later on. But we got a couple topics at hand today. We're going to go ahead and cover what happened with the conference championship. Indiana took out Miami 27-21 and probably is going to go down as one of the better games that we've seen in the past college playoffs, right? If I'm not mistaken, finals.
For sure.
Listen,
Then we're going to go ahead and we are going to break down the conference games. Conference championship games, NFC, AFC. We're going to go ahead and talk about what's going on with the NFL coaching landscape. And, of course, we will end with the topic at hand. MLB free agent landings. Where did people end up? Who's still out there? And what's going on? Josh, you don't mind getting us to the comments, and then we go ahead and dive in.
Well, I don't see all the comments. I see Barnes in here. Barnes, what's going on? Let's go Yankees. Kev doesn't want the smoke. Benji, what up? What's going on, Benji? I saw we had Donna here before. I saw Kevin here before. What's going on, everybody?
We got Donna reporting from Gummy Land. Calm, I see you. Dude, I'm Downtown TV. I'm guessing that's Tony because he just wants to stay silent. Yak, I see you in here. Brando, what's up? Can't wait to ask a live question. I see you. Can't wait to see what that is. Jets will never get one, so they can't speak. Oh, wow. Okay. Throwing shade at Josh already. Barnes, what's going on? Let's go Yankees. Kev doesn't want the smoke. Benji, what up? So.
Yeah, Benji, we got the crew. You already know.
So we're going to go ahead and hand this over to our college football expert like we always do when it comes to college football. Yak, my guy. What did you think about the college football, man? I honestly thought it was a great game.
It was phenomenal from start to finish. Mendoza's play with 4th and 5 really just showed the set on Kurt Signetti. It was insane to watch him go for it at that moment in the game. It was crazy. But Indiana, they dominated in every facet. When you have the ball for 13 more minutes than the other team, and you're only playing 60 minutes. So, yeah, I mean, down to the game, I think Fernando Mendoza played lights out. He played mistake-free football, and Carson Beck just couldn't get the ball down the sideline in double coverage, and corner cut right underneath it and sealed the game for Indiana.
Do you think Abella Danger had anything to do with Carson Beck?
Yeah, 100%, 1,000,000%.
Oh, look, it's Sleeping Beauty is here. 4 bums. Hi, Patty.
Oh wow, Patty got jokes, huh?
Good night, Patty.
Good
Back
night.
to bed
Sorry
time,
about that.
Patty.
Yeah, I was surprised you guys are bringing up a bell. I didn't think we would go there, but here we are.
I mean, I think it's fair game, right?
Oh, I guess you know what? It makes sense. You said it right.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
But
But
I mean, listen, all around it was the biggest turnaround that we've seen, definitely in all of our lifetimes, but maybe in the history of sports.
where did they where,
Um,
where did they finish last year?
3-9 or
they
something like that.
they weren't great. The past 3 seasons they weren't great. And for Signetti to get
You,
no 5-star recruits,
you mean the past 85 seasons? They've been no good.
basically, yeah. I mean, when you think of Indiana, you think of college basketball. You don't think of football at all. Doesn't come out of your mouth. Now
It's a
it's going to
great
come.
story. It's a
Yeah.
great story.
But Miami showed up. Man, Miami's defense showed up. They got 2 to 3 first-round talent draft picks on that defense. And their running back's not too bad either. So
What's his name? Freeman? What's
Fletcher,
his name?
Mark Fletcher.
Fletcher. Is he coming out this year or not?
I don't believe so. I think he's got one more year.
Well, let's see what they can do next year. That was my squad. They lost. It was a good game, entertaining. On to the next one.
So I was checking in over here, making sure that everything was good.
Now, Yak, let me ask you something about college football here.
Hmm.
Right? So the elite programs and the gap between them and everybody else, do you think it's shrinking or do you think it's widening with the transfer portal and all that stuff happening
I
in
think
NIL?
I think it's widening just due to NIL. I think that any team now with their donors and Indiana has a bunch of graduates. I didn't even know Mark Cuban was affiliated with them. There was a report that Mark Cuban said that he would match what he would make in the NFL for him to come back for another season at Indiana. So match his 4 or 5 year contract that he would get
Wow.
just for him to come back at Indiana for, I guess, another year, which is beyond crazy.
Well, when you got that kind of money, when you got that FU money, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can't trust anybody with FU money.
I mean, but we knew that this was gonna happen, though, right? Like we all knew that it was eventually gonna get to this point.
Yo, college players are going to start making more than NFL players. I think some make more than most league minimum people.
But they also should.
But do
Make
you
more
think
than
they, do you
NFL
think
players.
Not
do you
make
think
more.
they should outright should though? Like to the extent that we see it now. Because right now, bro, it's like Kev said, we're seeing some guys come into the league that are making more than starting quarterbacks, just based off their NIL.
Here's
Yeah.
a good question. Is the Big Ten takeover? How far ahead is the Big Ten with the dominance before the SEC catches back up? Because the Big Ten is taking all
I
the
think
big
it's
teams,
gonna-
right?
yeah,
When they redo all this realigning.
Yeah, I think that Notre Dame, me being a Notre Dame fan, I think that they're going to have to join a conference in order to make any noise going forward, unless they just win out of all their games, which they very well could because they have a cupcake schedule for no apparent reason. They have the money, they have the gravitas for any player to decide to go there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just going to be the Big Ten. I think it's just going to be, kind of like college basketball, where there's going to be these Cinderella teams. No one thought that Miami should even make it into the playoff. I was on record saying it.
Yeah, to start the season, nobody was really on them.
No, but I'm saying even after the season, even after the conference championships and everything. With They had a
Didn't you have
I
Notre
believe
Dame
it
over
was,
Miami? Like you wanted Notre
yeah,
Dame over Miami?
yeah. I believe they were like plus 650 to make the playoff right before the playoff show. So no one even expected them to be in. Yet here they were in the championship. They deserve to be there. It's clear and obvious.
No, you're right.
Do you think that Alabama and those other teams that they put in there probably just because of the name, they probably should have been in there?
I think we're going to see changes to teams like TCU getting in, not TCU, JMU getting in, Tulane getting in, just like some of these schools that
Didn't
really,
belong.
like realistically, have no business being in there.
Yeah.
You know, to get Oregon versus Notre Dame, or you know, Ole Miss versus Texas Tech, whatever combination of the teams. But I don't know. I don't think. I just think college football is on the up and rising.
I like it.
Oh, Benji makes a good point. Student athlete, right? In quotes, student athlete, a thing of the past, if it ever was even a thing, even if
It
ever
really,
existed
look,
in
in
the
my
first place.
opinion, somebody who was a student athlete, no, it wasn't a thing. As long as you were important to whatever athletic program that you were a part of, your academics definitely came second. Unfortunately, and I know it shouldn't be that way, but that's how it kind of played out.
So
It's
I
all
agree
about
with
the
that.
money.
There's no cap on these teams.
Go ahead, Kev.
It's ridiculous, though. I mean,
My thing with student athlete is some of these guys that are getting paid NIL, they're going to the big show, right? They're there. Arch Manning's getting $5 million a year, $7 million a year, whatever. If any of these players, God forbid, get a career-ending injury, anything, God forbid, right? They get nothing. Now, if Arch Manning, you know what I mean, like doesn't play it down in the NFL, he deserves some compensation for the money that he's bringing into Texas. People are going to Texas just to go watch football games and get their degree, whatever they want to do. But people aren't going to Alabama for a criminology degree. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. I get what you're saying. They are kind of packing up the schools as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
I get what you're saying.
okay.
All right.
All right, so let's go ahead and
So,
move
yeah,
That's too
on.
much for me with the kids making all this money, and then how about these kids staying in for 6, 7 years?
Well, I do think there should be a mandatory in all college like
I agree.
sports. A mandatory that you have to stay at least 2 to 3 years minimum.
Yeah,
I thought
but
you were
now,
going the other way.
No,
but
no,
you
I'm gonna
got
say
people
minimum.
staying. You got people staying 6, 7 years now. I don't know how they do that, but
Well, no,
Yeah,
I don't.
probably
I
got
don't think
those too.
because well, look, you're gonna be a doctorate. If you're a doctorate, if you're going for something like that, technically, wouldn't that qualify you to still be able to be on a football team because you're still in the school, going to school? You're made. You
I
go from
guess.
you go from your
But
bachelor's to your
but
masters to
but
your. You know what I'm saying?
but what Carson
PhD.
Beck said, he graduated 2 years ago. He hasn't been in a class in 2 years.
But he's
I
got the
mean,
eligibility.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what
he's got the
Brandon was saying.
eligibility.
The Carson Beck, he's like Van Wilder, Carson Beck. And Brandon, back before the NL really took off, his guys at Seton Hall almost never went to class anyway, and most of them graduated with bogus business degrees because it was the easiest class to take.
yeah. I
And
mean,
then Benji,
that,
business is a joke, no doubt. My experience too at Arizona State.
And then Donna says
That's right. That's where he went to school.
she's going night night. Gummyland train is pulling in right now.
Choo choo.
God, Donna, we appreciate you very much.
Yes.
Love you, Donna.
AARP.
But we're gonna take Donna's cue and we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the NFC and the AFC Conference Championship games. Now I know the elephant in the room. We'll probably discuss it also with what happened with the Bills. Um, but was it a catch?
Which one?
I think it was really close. The Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
I was really close. I was
Brandon
really
Cooks was
close.
not a catch. I think it was not a catch.
I think it could have gone either way.
I mean, as a Cowboys fan,
I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure
it
you
was
feel
out.
that way, right?
Well, my thing is like I broke it down at work with Twin Kev. He thinks it was a catch, but to me it wasn't, right? The defender had his arm in between Brandon Cooks' arms, and his arm was between the ball and Brandon Cooks' chest. So that's why when he went down so he can never really have possession if he got an arm. That's not possession. If somebody's arm is in there, even with two hands on it, that's not possession because there's no clear because the other defender and he ended up getting two hands on the ball when they were going down.
Okay, so PD said in the chat, ridiculous to not review it. I agree
That
that
I
it
agree
didn't take long enough to review it. I think that in a play like that, in the magnitude of the game, that's game over if it's one way, and it's game over if it's the other way.
Was it
Sorry,
under
not
two?
game
Did
over
that
if
happen
it's one
under
way.
2 minutes though?
I don't believe so.
If it's not
I
under
think
two
it
minutes,
did.
I mean, is anything really, reviewable by the booth outside of under 2 minutes in football?
I believe so. Yeah, that should have been. That's right. That's true. Because if it wasn't under 2 minutes, it might not have been reviewable by the booth.
That's what I'm saying. Like if that happened, then it wasn't under 2 minutes. I think by rule, you can't have New York call in for any type of review, especially on a turnover, because it didn't happen under 2 minutes. That has to be a coach's red flag, or
No. Hold on.
if I'm not mistaken, that's what I'm saying. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. So it happened in overtime where the booth, I believe, reviews every turnover. If it's not like clear cut, you know what I mean?
Like a clear cut pick.
What was I gonna say? Yeah.
I agree.
So that being said, it still doesn't make sense to me that they didn't take a much longer time with that. So what Ernie tried to sneak in there before was Des Bryant's catch at Lambeau Field.
I'm sorry. Can you rephrase that? Des Bryant's no catch. Thank you.
I didn't want to hear it. From that play, they took I remember sitting there for maybe like a quarter's length of what they were deliberating and discussing, and they came back obviously and said that it wasn't a catch and then changed the rule, which great, good job NFL.
Review it because they were definitive that it was not a catch. So they didn't even review it. That's how definitive they were about it.
And Combs said that by the letter of the law, you have to survive the ground, that it's a pick, which I did. I was going to say, when he did catch the ball, he had one arm, defender's arm, and ground, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right. His knee was planted in the ground.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have two hands on the ball and the ball is hand, defender hand, the ground, that's not possession.
I'm looking at a picture right now of the play, and he's holding it like a baby, and the defender's arm is in there.
Let me tell you something.
But
let me tell you.
I don't know.
Listen, you could look at all the still pictures you want. A still picture does not tell you.
I understand that, but if you're going by the play
at all,
go ahead.
Because.
What up, Capstock 5?
But you know the difference is too. If you look at Devontae Adams, you can find his play. You could put Wes, what's good? You could put a picture of Devontae Adams looking the same way, minus arms in between the ball, right? Like he's got cradled, knee down, but that was after he took like 3 steps through 3 defenders, then hit the ground with his knee, then the ball was ripped out, he was down, and they called it right. This was never definitive full possession. My man had his arm in between the ball, in between his arms. Then, by the time, if you're looking at that still picture, does the defender not have two hands on the ball also?
You can't really tell what the other hand's doing.
What, the one underneath the ball? You can't tell what it's doing.
No,
If you look at the
it's
video,
not.
if you look at the video, his hand is under the ball.
So listen, they're
How
gonna
much
have
money
to.
you win, Josh?
They're gonna have
What's
to.
up?
Go ahead, Kev.
I said, how much money did you win on that bet, Josh?
0.
They're gonna have to review and figure out what's a catch and what's not a catch, and miss me with all this bullshit where, you gotta. He had possession of the ball, got tackled or was getting tackled in the act of catching the ball. His knee hits the ground. There is no reason why a ball could be ripped out of your hands when you're already having a catch. In my eyes, that's me. I don't know. Okay.
I don't see him having possession.
Yeah, I don't see it either. But
And Brandon's saying it's the process of the catch from the apex of his jump. So listen to this. It's the process of the catch from the apex of his jump when he catches it to the time he firmly hits the ground. So therefore, he did not complete the process of the catch.
That's what I'm talking about. With the process of the catch, I don't understand it. It makes no sense. So define what a catch and what a catch and what not a catch is, and
No,
we'll go
define
from there.
apex of the catch.
I could define it for you right now.
No.
I could define
I'm
it for you
saying
right
the
now.
Top of the catch.
as a whole.
I could
That's
define
easy.
it for you right now. Brandon Cooks, Des Bryant,
So-
not a catch.
Yeah, I was about to say that is not defining it.
Ernie's definition.
So basically, I was watching. I think I was watching. Let me see if I can remember this right. So they said that a catch is having the ball, having possession, right? Possession meaning bringing the ball into your chest and having full possession, making a football move, the 1-2 steps or whatever it is, making an actual move where you become an actual runner. And at that point, they also said in that video that based off of what they're calling it now, that the Dez play was a catch. It should have been called a catch.
So
Well,
like
that's a
Brandon
little too
said,
late.
So for
Brandon
me,
just said right now exactly when
if
he
it-
firmly hits the ground, meaning not the knee, but when his whole body hits and rolls.
So here's
And that's based off the
go ahead.
based off the rules. I think they got the call right.
Here's a post game
Not me.
interview with referee Carl Shevers. He said the receiver has to complete the process of a catch. He was going to the ground as part of the process of the catch, and he lost possession of the ball when he hit the ground. The defender gained possession of it at that point. The defender is the one that completed the process of the catch, so the defender was awarded the ball. Which, to me, I can see both sides. I just don't see it like clear cut as an interception. But to me, what was also telling was Brandon Cook's reaction
Body
to everything.
language.
Right. His body
language is like
right.
shit.
Right. That was also telling as well. But I don't know.
It is what it
Fortunate
is.
though,
Another
but-
loss.
Like we say,
Josh Allen looking like Jim Kelly.
absolutely, Josh Allen starting to look like Jim Kelly. And then of course, good Broncos game, but with the unfortunate ending, Broncos Bo Nix fractured his ankle. So, I don't know about y'all.
Do we even know
But-
what play that was?
To me, it was on the kneel.
The kneel down?
No, I heard it was. I heard it wasn't.
So
I don't know what it is.
reportedly, it was on when they were on the 40, I believe, or 30, 37, wherever they were in overtime. When he took the snap, ran to the left, and then kind of backpedaled a little bit, didn't really know what to do. It was said to happen on that play, which I believe was confirmed. I don't think Sean Payton said it right when he said it. He said it happened on the second to last play. But that would have been the kneel down, which you saw him get up after the play where he did it limping. But then there's conspiracy theorists who say that he did it in the locker room celebrating the win, and that's why it took a little longer for it to come out. I don't know. You take it for what you will.
You know, I could actually believe that more than because he looked fine. I'm sorry, you have a fractured ankle. You could kind of tell he looked okay
Yeah.
All I
coming off
know,
the field.
the Broncos are cooked
Yeah,
unless Stidham has like a career-defining game where he wins. I don't see it happening. I mean, the only thing I see happening is, you know, Stidham, he can run the ball a little bit. So the game plan that they have with Knicks can also be utilized with him. But I think it's going to be a lot more of the screen passes, the dink doinks to the running backs. I don't think you're going to see a lot of long ball, but you never know. But I still see Denver not. Mm-mm.
I mean, I would like to see. I would deep down, I would like to see the Broncos win, just because I like a Nick Foles type of story. Backup
Can't do
comes
that.
in,
Nope, nope,
you
nope,
know, and I get it.
nope.
I get it. It's probably not gonna happen. The Pats look like they're gonna be walking in. Um, I do think the game of the weekend is gonna be Rams Seahawks. I think that game is gonna really
Oh,
set up for a insane NFC Championship game. Um,
oh,
That's
what
going
do
to be
you?
the game of the decade, man.
You said
oh.
that
Yeah.
earlier, and I was gonna ask you. I need you to elaborate on game like you think it's gonna be that good. I do think it's gonna be a
I
great
think it's
game,
going to
but
be.
like you think it's gonna be that good.
I think it's going to be like a shootout that we've never seen before. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think it's going to be both teams in the 30s. Um, and I think they're going to give us a classic like they did on that Thursday night, man. I just think, um, I think, I think Darnold's just going to fold under pressure, and I think Stafford's going to take it in the end.
So you don't
I
believe
mean,
Darnold. I'm gonna save
No,
my
I
opinion
think
for last, so we're gonna go in order. So like Yak, you think Darnold folds under pressure?
yeah, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be like a 37-31 game. Um, I think Darnold's throwing at least 2 picks. Um, I mean, I just think the Rams are the team to beat, man, in the whole league. I think whoever wins this NFC game is winning the Super Bowl.
Well, we said that
So
last week that the
yeah,
Super Bowl winner is gonna come out of the
regardless,
NFC.
yeah. So I believe Stafford wins, um, and I think just goes crazy on the offensive side of the ball.
Like
So that's my pick.
300 yards,
Yeah, 300,
four
3
tutties.
touchdowns. I'll give him 3. I'll give Kyron running in
Give
one
Kyron
because
one.
he's good for a touchdown every week. So
mm,
Real quick, we got some comments. We got a few comments in here. Mostly people agreeing that it wasn't a catch. We have 95K door saying that beer yak fire.
appreciate you.
Let's see here. We got Brandon Terry Pagula also going scorched earth, and the presser was insane, which it was. Barnes, how about the Bills owner embarrass himself? Cullum again agreeing that it was not a catch. Barnes saying Allen might want out. Benji saying go Hawks. Yes, sir. He got hit on the kneel down too. The adrenaline kicked in. Celebrating would be hilarious. PD stating, I don't know how to say that. Brandon, you see the Niners are going to look into the power plant conspiracy. John Lynch just came out and said it. I did not know that. That's true. The builders of the stadium are going to get sued. It's going to be a lot of money. Barnes thinks Sam Darnold will blow it. Brandon saying that, where did it go? Darnold has got the oblique issue. Interesting if he's limited. He's been limited all week so far. PD saying, "Give me another Stafford win." I don't see. Maybe keeping up if it's a shootout.
Barnes thinks Darnold Ghost are going to come back.
The ghost will come back, and also saying Stafford is going to ride out into the sunset like Manning 10 years ago, which I don't think so.
Which was also at Levi Stadium.
So maybe he is right. Yeah. Cullen wants to see Stafford win another one. Barnes said it'll be awesome. That Seattle defense, though, is Benji saying, which I agree with. That defense is serious as hell. What do they got, like 4 or 5 Pro Bowlers? Question from Cullen: if Stafford gets a second ring, where is he on the all-time QB list? He has him ahead of Breeze. What do you guys say about that?
Before we get into that, I want to say one thing. This is our 3rd episode. We're 30 minutes in. We've had a steady double-digit amount of viewers and steady cooperation in the chat. I personally want to say thank you to everybody that's here. We thank you. We appreciate y'all support. Keep commenting, liking, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you so much. This is very refreshing. We see all the comment and all of the input. We really appreciate that. Now, to get into Calm's question, I'm going to go ahead and answer it first because I've been one of Stafford's biggest haters. Obviously, I'm a Packers fan. I've had to deal with him in Detroit. So I will say this. Stafford gets a second ring. You can put him over Eli.
No way you can put him over Breeze.
I think it's... Go ahead, Kev. Go ahead.
I think you almost have to put him over Breeze, too.
Really?
I think without the second ring, he's better than Eli.
Look what he had in Detroit. He just had Megatron at one time. That was it. They had nothing else, so you couldn't see him win because the team gave him nothing. But he had the numbers. He had the numbers.
He had the numbers, just not the team. He was another
guy, yeah.
He was another Roethlisberger that could throw for 400 and lose.
He never had a team around him, though. He had Calvin Johnson, right. He had Megatron.
That's it. That's all he had.
Right. He'll go down as a top 10 wide receiver of all time. If he stayed healthy his whole career, he would have been top 5, top 3.
Thank you, Benji.
And not 3 or 2. But he also retired, 8 years into his career?
Was it 8 or 10?
So,
did he get to 10?
It was one of the two.
Yeah, very short though. Another. You know what's kind of crazy though? The Lions, if you think about it, have 2 generational talent players retire.
Well, Megatron 7 years.
Like Megatron retired early, Sanders retired early.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy if you think about it.
Yeah.
Sanders said, "I'm out this motherfucker. They ain't doing shit."
I mean, no, but look, you gotta. I'm not gonna say you put him. I know this is where Barnes comments in the lists. You can't put him 9, shit like that. But I don't think you could put him top 10 all time. I think he's top 20 if he wins a second ring.
Yeah.
But I can't put him top 10.
I'm putting Stafford top 10.
All time? If he wins a second ring, you put Stafford all time.
Yeah. Yeah. He got the numbers.
So
and he got the rings. The only thing he ain't really got is the wins. But that's a pass on Detroit. Now look at ever since he's been with the Rams, look what he has done. You can't deny that.
Yeah. Brandon puts in the chat, I can't put him over Breeze. Breeze has the numbers, and his best receivers over the years were Marquise Colston, Michael Thomas, etc. Stafford had Megatron, Adams, Puka, a good running back room in LA, etc. Definitely a better coach. I would take Sean McVay over Sean Payton. I'm Sean Payton. What am I saying? Who did he have in Detroit?
Oh man, he had a bunch of different coaches.
Yeah, he had coaches coming in and out.
He had like Caldwell and.
Didn't he have?
So I was right. I would take Sean McVay over Sean McDermott. and Adams isn't in his prime anymore, so I wouldn't even put him on the list. But he has had Puka and Megatron, and I mean you throw
Didn't
in
he have
Adams
Cooper?
because whatever.
Didn't he have
but
Cooper too?
Stafford?
Cooper Cup had Stafford. Stafford had Cooper Cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why my mind went to Amari Cooper.
Yeah,
I
he
have
had
no
he had
idea.
Cooper Cup in his prime before he got hurt, before he got traded. Like, because I
like
don't
what
think
Brandon's
Cooper's in his
saying here. He
prime right
says,
now.
I like what Brandon's saying over here. He's saying he can't put Breeze, put him over Breeze.
Yeah.
Breeze has the numbers, and his best receivers were Megatron, Colson, Michael Thomas, Stafford had Megatron, Adams, Puka, good RB rooms.
Yeah, that's
Hold
what
up.
we were just
Hold up.
discussing.
Hold up. Breeze
And
had
then,
more than just those as receivers, man.
You guys saw the Collins, the Giant fan said that he's already over Eli,
Yeah, 100%.
which I agree with.
Hey, you can't spell elite without the ELI.
So let me ask you guys a question. With the amount of glazing that we're giving Stafford, we can already agree that the Pats are going to go ahead and walk over the Broncos, right? I think that's a clear out. All four of us
No.
will agree that. No? You think the Broncos beat the Pats? You're going to be that guy.
21-20.
21.
I think they beat him, but I don't think they're gonna walk all over him.
I
Jared,
think the
you
Broncos
think
have a
Stidham
shot, man. It's not all about the quarterback. That Broncos defense isn't something to mess with. This Patriots team
understand that.
has had a cakewalk through everything.
I don't know, man. I think they got a surefire offense over there that I think can break through that Bronco defense.
You give me 5 great teams that they have played this year, or give me 3 great teams that they've played this year, and I'll agree with you.
They
And
played
leave
the
the
Jets
Bills
twice.
off
What are you
of it.
talking about? What are you talking about? They played the Jets twice, bro.
Leave the divisional opponents out of it.
I'm
It's
saying
just-
they
I
played
don't know.
Buffalo twice.
No, he said leave division out. That's about
leave
it, right?
Division out.
Yeah,
If you leave the division out, it's not much.
right.
Yeah,
So I got
didn't
problems.
they beat KC this year?
KC, yeah, but everybody beat KC this year.
Yeah, KC isn't.
KC wasn't KC
You
this
guys
year.
beat KC.
Yeah, the Raiders beat KC. Come on.
Yeah, the Raiders beat KC.
And you got the number
we
one
beat
pick.
them with nobody.
Right.
That's what I'm
But you
saying.
still beat 'em.
The Chiefs weren't really anything big this year. All right, so
Travis Kelce was already on his fucking wife's private plane
we got 3-1, right?
during that game.
If I'm not mistaken, 3-1.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be the odd man out.
Hey
Whatever.
Josh, make sure you write this down for next week so we know. 3-1. All right,
Alright,
you got
so-
21-20. I got Pats over Broncos. Give me 28-10.
28-10?
28-10.
Damn.
I think the defense is going to be on the field for too long eventually, and in the second half, the Patriots are going to fucking just run them over. I think their offense is not going to be effective enough to keep the defense fresh, and no matter how good your defense is, if it's gassed, it's gassed. And by the second half, I think they're going to be gassed enough where the Patriots are going to take advantage. Vrabel's offense is going to take advantage.
It's a bold take.
Yep.
What you got, Kevin?
I think New England gonna win. I think it's gonna be like a 19-6 game. I mean, you can't. Jared Stidham hasn't proven nothing to nobody. He's proven to be trash. I mean, unless he has like a rejuvenation and he lights this defense up, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards, rushing and a touchdown, maybe. But other than that, I don't see it happening. I say 19-6 New England. And that's it, because New England don't have a slouch defense themselves. Their defense is kind of tight. So, I mean.
Yeah, but again, they've been playing nobody.
But still, they still got stout defense, bro. Trust me.
We'll see.
What do you got, Josh?
I'm gonna take New England winning 24-21.
So y'all still got it a close game.
Yes.
we're just going to forget about what Nick Foles did with arguably the best team in the league that year, and Broncos are arguably the best team this year.
Yeah, but is Stidham Nick Foles?
He's a
Do we know?
gunslinger.
Did we know
We
that
know
Nick
he's-
Foles was Nick Foles?
We know that Jared Stidham isn't afraid to throw the ball. We know that. I know
And I
that
hate
watching
the
him in New
Eagles.
England.
I would
To the
hate
other
to bring
team?
them up.
He throws it to the other team.
That you see, I
We'll
agree
see.
with Benji. Playoff football is different though. You can't expect him to come in the playoffs and
Yeah,
just
Benji's also talking about regular season and predicting playoff performance. I agree to a certain extent. That being them getting the 1 seed, and then just literally just getting handed an AFC Championship appearance. They played arguably the worst team in the playoffs.
Yeah, Brandon makes a
No.
good point, and Nick Foles was a starter at some point. Stidham never.
Stidham
Yeah.
has started 4 games in the NFL, but
That's
yeah,
And
Foles
yeah,
started
how well did
seasons.
they go?
I
Yeah.
don't think they went well.
No.
Give me
19-6.
Broncos 21-20.
I mean,
That's it.
19-6
he said
New England.
he doubled it down. He said 21 fucking 20. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's too
Oh.
close.
All right, now if we're gonna go ahead and predict the Rams Seahawks,
Shit.
you know what? I'm gonna save my opinion. I'm gonna save my opinion for last.
Real quick, we forgot to go over the over-under for that Pats Denver game is at 42.5. It opened at 41.5, and the spread is at plus 4.5. The Pats are giving Denver the points.
What's the
And now
over?
for this Ram, 42.5.
Oh yeah, I'm taking
I'm
the
taking
under.
the under.
I think everybody took the
Yeah,
under.
probably. Yeah, take the under. And now for this game that we're about to discuss, we got Rams at the Seahawks. The over-under is 46.5. It did open up at 47.5. And the spread started at Seahawks minus 1.5, and it's now Seahawks minus 2.5.
I'm gonna save my opinion for last. Yeah, go ahead.
I gave mine 37-31 Rams.
So that's the over, Josh.
Yeah,
Oh.
give me that over.
That game.
Yeah,
That game's
I'm going last because I'm writing this down. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going last.
okay.
that's a rough game to call, my man, because
And who'd you say 37, Yak?
The Rams.
Los
Rams?
Angeles
Rams winning.
Rams.
Seahawks 31.
To
we
answer Benji's
All right.
question, yes. I think balls drop a little lower in the playoffs, and they're gonna go further and forth a lot much more in the playoffs.
I think we also have the coaches
Yeah.
in the NFL now that just let them loose whenever they want. Go ahead, Kev. I wanna dive into that question. Go ahead, Kev.
ooh, the way I see it, it's a game hard to call. I mean, I think it's going to be a slugfest. I mean, there's going to be at least 6 or 7 touchdowns between both teams. Here we go. I'm not one with that.
6,
Go ahead.
7.
Keep going.
Here. Like I said, 6 or 7 touchdowns, and
8, 9.
I mean, I know it's definitely going to go over. I want to say it's going to be 45-38
Who's winning?
Rams. I just think Matthew Stafford, when it comes to being in the clutch, he's got it. Darnold, he's going to get folded like a piece of paper in the clutch. You know what I mean? He's going to throw a interception on a drive, and it's just going to deflate the whole run they were having.
You done?
All right, Ernie.
All right.
Yeah, Ernie.
I'm taking 38-30 Seattle. I think Darnold is going to pull it off. I think everybody is counting him out. Listen, sometimes you don't have to be that good. You just have to be good enough. And there has been quarterbacks that have shown that they just have to be good enough if they have the team around them. And right now, that offense that Seattle is pulling out can keep up with the Rams. Their defense did show up. Listen, I know it might be crazy to think about it that Sam Darnold makes it to a Super Bowl and wins a Super Bowl, but sometimes, bro, just the cards are in the right. They're in the right, and I really think this is Seattle's year. And Jigba looks great.
Allowing 457 passing yards the last game,
You're right.
and 225 of them to the same guy.
You're right. But guess what? They won, right? They've been
No,
winning. They've been winning games like that
yeah.
all year.
Yeah.
They've been figuring it out. And what do we always say about I'm about to say World Series, Super Bowl winning quarterbacks? They figure out a way to win. They don't have to be the best person on the field, but they figure out a way to get it done.
So
maybe
my...
Darnold figures out a way to get it done. He's been figuring it out all year. I don't think it's out of this world to think they could hit. He could take that team to a Super Bowl.
So real quick, before I make my pick, I like this comment from Brandon. Last time in Seattle, they had a classic game that went to overtime, and Darnold's injury, the oblique, might play a factor, which is something to keep in mind. But I'm still going to take Seattle over the Rams, 35-27.
That's what I'm talking about, Josh. Give it up.
That game was probably
all of us are taking
the
it
best
over.
game.
Over, yeah, take the over.
Oh yeah, definitely take the over. Don't take out any loans or anything, but
like I said, it's a hard game to pick. You see it here, it's 50-50.
We're split down the middle because my only thing is it's just like I said. Nobody thought Nick Foles would win something. Nobody thought Gannon was gonna win something. Nobody thought Dilfer was gonna. You got what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Nobody thought these guys were ever gonna win something, bro. But they had the team to do it. And right now, Seattle has the team to do it. Yes, the Rams do have a team to do it. But I just think they've pulled out enough close games, and the games that we've had between them, I can see it finally swinging the Seattle's way, where it's just like, yeah.
I think no Charbonnet hurts them a lot.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that Charbonnet injury killed
not
him.
having Charbonnet, where Kenneth Walker hasn't had the game on his back, hasn't had to have the game on his back, is going to be interesting to see. Where he needs those, spells here and there. Every running back, most running backs we've seen them for the last 5-10 years uptick to, coaches not being nervous to put in another running back, where we used to see, Adrian Peterson and, LaDainian Tomlinson, all these backs just getting every single play that is able to be given to them. Now we're seeing Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monangai, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet. I can go on and on. But you have these teams where they don't have a bell cow. Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. It's the same exact thing on the other side. Where they don't, not that they don't trust one guy, but they want the fresh, they want the fresh legs. So.
Yeah, I like what Benji's saying. The 12th man is no joke. Can Seattle D change the dynamic of the game? You got Brandon still taking Seattle winning. 12th man plus how great their defense has been all year leans me towards Seattle. Last time in Seattle, they had that classic game that went into overtime. Darnold's injury might play a factor, though. Yeah, you said that. I mean, didn't he rush for 3 tutties and like 150 yards last game?
Yeah, that was against the Niners team that's just decimated with injury, and they were like the 20th ranked defense in the regular season. Their defense isn't what it used to be, where they were taking the Cowboys out every year. So, Fred Warner didn't come back, and their secondary is shot to hell. So,
well, very interesting. It's going to be interesting. I think you're right. I think it's going
to be a great weekend.
I think it's going to be one of the best games that we've watched in a very long time, especially NFC title.
Yeah, and like Brandon's saying, let's not forget Walker did average 6.1 yards a carry last week with 3 TDs, even against the beat up Niners.
Yeah,
Wait, there's two Brandons here. There's our
There's a
Brandon,
Brando
Brandon
and a
Furtado,
Brandon.
and
So
Brando
that
1455.
Brando is Brandon Costa.
Oh,
Yeah, that's who that is. He's in our dynasty league for fantasy. So
I don't know who that is. What up? So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Uh, so NFL coaching landscape. We're gonna make this quick because I do want to get into the MLB free agent signings, and we do like to keep our show to about an hour. So quickly, Minter to the Ravens, right?
that happened today. Yeah.
Halfley to the Dolphins.
Yep.
McDermott still hasn't been signed.
I think McDermott's going to the
Nope.
Raiders.
No,
McDermott to the
You think
Raiders.
he's going to the Raiders?
Yep.
He has not been signed, but Josh is predicting Raiders.
All right. Who else has been signed already?
Robert Saleh, God bless him, and Tennessee.
Yep.
Who?
And we talked about it last week. John Harbaugh.
Who was in Tennessee? Who went to Tennessee?
Robert Saleh.
Oh, Salah. That's right. Salah went to Tennessee.
And then your boy went to the Falcons.
Stefanski.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Stefanski went to the Falcons. All right. So now,
Didn't they say that they're going to go with Kirk Cousins and not Penix also? If I heard that right.
what'd you say?
I heard they're going to go with Kirk Cousins and not Penix.
I mean, they should.
I
Kirk
mean,
Cousins
I
is the
feel
better
like you go with
quarterback.
the guy that you're paying $35 million a year for. You know what I mean?
Like you should.
It
I don't
doesn't make sense to cut him. You could trade him, but
play him.
maybe
You
your
got-
Jets.
Play him until it's done, or trade him. But he has way too much money on the books to just have him sitting on the bench.
I want to see
5
what
years
the
ago.
Chargers do next year.
Chargers are going to be a
McDaniels-
fun team, man.
With
Chargers are gonna be a
McDaniels as
real
the
fun
offensive
team.
coordinator.
Yeah, Chargers are gonna slap. I
Now-
think that offense is gonna rejuvenate itself.
Go Chargers.
Now
go.
let me ask you this: any of those signings? I guess I could ask you flat out: do any of those signings mean shit? I think Ravens Minter kind of changes up that division because Tomlin's gone. So I do believe that Minter can definitely give the Ravens that division. You don't know who's going to coach the Bills. You don't know what's going on with them yet. So as of right now, you can kind of put the Ravens as the dark horse, as the strong horse there. Do you think Stefanski fixes what's going on with the Falcons?
1,000,000%. I think that defense is just waiting to pop off, and I think they have the playmakers on offense to do really whatever they need, and they're just waiting on the quarterback. Their defense isn't as good as the Browns, but I would. It's funny that Stefanski's going from the Browns to the Falcons because the Browns had the defense and the Falcons have a young defense, but they have the offense that can't compete because they don't have a guy throwing them the ball.
I don't see where people are. I mean, I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't see Stefanski as being anything special. He came out of college, took his quarterback, replaced Josh Rosen, had Kyler Murray, and they didn't do nothing. He had his quarterback
Solid point.
from his college.
He also went to the playoffs with the Browns, though. Can we just say how great that was?
Wasn't he
Yeah.
on that team? Wasn't he also coach of that team when they were loaded? Apparently, supposedly.
As loaded as the Browns have ever been, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like let's keep it real. Let's keep it real.
And
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting. He's
Stefanski
keeping
doesn't
all
do it for me.
Nah, he made a run with Flacco, didn't he, last year?
And that
With the-
division's pretty easy, to say the least.
Yeah.
Tampa doesn't really scare anyone. You know what I mean? Like
Nah, not
Panthers
really.
are up and coming.
Not really. You're right.
He's
I think
two-time
the
coach of the
Panthers
year.
are a quarterback away from being a good team. I don't think this guy's it for them.
Who, the Falcons?
Who'd you say, Ko?
Huh?
You said the Falcons
the
are a
Pan-
quarterback away?
No, the Panthers. I think they're a quarterback away from being really good.
I think Bryce is coming into his own. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think they're fine with Bryce.
I agree.
No, I don't.
I'll take him.
I
on
would
the
like to
Jets.
see Joe Brady take the job in Buffalo and take Brian Dable with him, just so that Brian Dable would go coach the offense for the Philadelphia Eagles, because that could be a scary sight. I think that Dable is great offensive mind, and that's about it. There's some coaches that can't do it, and there's some coaches that just need the right, scenery.
How about they give Dable the head coaching job at Buffalo? Didn't he interview for that too?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't think he's gonna get.
I don't think he's going to get a head coaching job, though. I think that he's going to have to prove it, where he can call one side of the ball. And then, because you heard all of the reports coming out of Giants, and especially living in the tri-state area, that's all you hear about is the Giants and the Jets. And everything coming out of that was that Brian Dable has no control of the locker room. Abdul Carter missing meetings and doing whatever he was doing, but being, quote unquote, suspended by the team for a series of games. That's just inexcusable and unacceptable. So I don't know why Joe Shane kept his job, and I don't know why Brandon Beane got a promotion in Buffalo. Makes no sense to me. But I guess we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
That would be crazy if Dable
I think Bills Mafia would have a heart attack if they saw Dable come and coach their beloved Bills right now.
When do Buffalo move into their new stadium? Not
this year coming up. Yeah.
Yep.
You sure? I thought they were playing somewhere else for a
New
year.
stadium,
No.
failed the New York Giants coach coming to coach Buffalo. It just sounds like a disaster.
I got a few comments here. Brandon saying the Falcons are a good defense. Towards the back half of the year, and he's a two-time coach of the year. Talking about Stefanski, also saying that he's a huge upgrade from trash Raheem Morris, which I agree.
Wow.
Brando saying Kirk is going to have to start with a Penix injury. I don't know. Is he hurt? Penix ain't hurt.
I think Penix is hurt. Yeah.
No, Penix is hurt. That's why
Penix
Kirk is
ain't
playing.
it. Penix ain't it. That guy's been injured all through college and all. He's had both his ACLs done. And I think one of them he's had done twice. He ain't it.
Totally, as a head
So,
coach,
I
I
mean-
think he'll still be. I still think he'll be bad. Yeah, it's the truth though. I mean, I understand that, Josh, where he turned out into a star, but like, he already showed his head coaching abilities, and you could put it on the fact that the Giants didn't have this, the Giants didn't have that. At the end of the day, if you're a great head coach, we say it all the time, right? If you're a good coach, you can make a shit team good. You might not be able to make them great, but you could at least make them good. Dable didn't make the Giants good at all.
Well, he had that one flash where he coach of the year, won that playoff game, whatever. But that's about it.
That's about it.
That was by luck.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
I
it seemed,
honestly
right?
would say, yeah, no, Benji's right. Same with Salah, arguably.
Yep.
Nah, Salah was just straight trash.
I don't know, man. I see the way that he runs the defense, and I see the way that he commands a room. I think Salah is should be the poster child of not the way that he has coached, but the way that he acts and carries himself. I think that's the recipe of a leader and a good coach. I don't think that the Jets had anything. No offense.
The Jets is different though. I mean, they can't find an offensive coordinator right now. Like Glenn's trying to figure life out. He's trying to figure out if it's worth keeping his job.
Big ships turn slow. Ask Rich.
Listen, you're big
Yo,
ship.
that's a mighty big ship, bro.
Listen, that shit is a ghost ship at this point.
You know what it is? It's a rudderless ship.
That motherfucker's still trying to start the engines.
Stuck in a doldrum of 60 years is nuts.
Yo, I love
Yeah,
it.
they got they got Aaron Rodgers. He was like the little can of starter fluid trying to start the engine. It went to rev, but then it just broke down. I mean,
So now we
Jets
get
are
in.
terrible.
Now we get into the nitty gritty. MLB free agent landings. I see Yak and shaking his head already. Kev with his Mets background, Mets jersey. I'm
I'm
you know
not
what?
even shaking.
Let's
Go
get
ahead.
let's say this, okay? I think this should be fair. I think this should be fair. Okay, Kev. Okay, we're gonna start pitchers and catchers report in 3 weeks. So I think we need to get something out of the way and clear it in the air. You are clearly outnumbered in this group.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't, but
I
but
can take it.
all right. We need the sound clip. I can take it. So but we are gonna respect the fact that you're a Mets fan, and we're not gonna steamroll you. So I'm gonna ask you first. How do you feel about the Bichette signing, Freddie Peralta? I think that's about it outside of what else we had spoken about
Luis
last week,
Robert.
right?
Luis Robert.
Oh, and Luis
And they got
Robert.
and they
Those
got
those
Polanco.
those three happened since our last show. I want you to start it off so that way you don't feel like nobody's steamrolling you. Go ahead,
Perfect
boss.
I'm going on mute.
segue.
Brandon, that's true. Josh, we got to get that sound drop.
Starting from the last show when I seen that Tucker thing come across my screen.
And you almost had a heart attack. You almost cried on live.
Nah, I wasn't close to that, but you just seen the disdain for the Mets organization at that point.
I did. That's why I also want to ask you because you was pretty pissed last week.
I mean, I was pissed more. I was pissed at the Mets, but I was pissed that the Dodgers are just, you know what I mean, fucking up their future, but, still taking players we could have used. But it's neither here nor there. And then this little thing happened, a Bo Bichette signing. I was like, odd. I didn't even know we were in contention to get that guy.
And the
I said,
Phillies off.
okay.
I thought that he had signed with the Phillies.
Well, from what I hear, I think Trevor Simeon's the reason why he is a Met.
Marcus
'Cause
Simeon.
Marcus Simeon. I'm sorry. I think that's the reason why he is a Met, because they were close in Toronto, real close, and they said Bo Bichette was upset when Simeon left. So, but I think the moves they made in the past couple of days, getting Peralta, that was much needed. We needed some help, and not for nothing that the Tobias Myers or the throw-in they got, he's not terrible. I mean, he could probably give us some.
He pitched well against you guys in the NLDS, I believe.
I mean, hey, we'll take him. But
Yeah, so they got 3 guys from that team, from that San Diego team: Devin Williams, Myers, and somebody else.
It's the Milwaukee Metro Yankees.
Asshole.
I like that. I like that.
I think
the Milwaukee Metro
now,
Yankees.
I think now we could take Holmes, throw him in the bullpen.
Sorry, Kev. Sorry, go ahead.
Holmes and throw him in the bullpen, because he could probably give us some long relief if we need it. You know what I mean? And he can make spot starts. The only thing I was upset about is my guy Luis and Acuna being traded to the White Sox.
Yeah, but you got a good return for that. You'd rather Robert than Acuna.
I would have traded Beatty or Vientos.
Myers in 2024, 9-7, 3 ERA in 25 starts.
That ain't bad for a reliever.
Oh my God! Here we
sucks,
go.
blah, blah, blah.
Yankee fans going at it already.
Real quick, I just wanted to mention that Andrew Jones finally gets in the Hall of Fame, and one of the best defensive outfielders that I've ever seen play the game. And Carlos Beltran, I believe, deserved to get in, and they both got voted in.
Hot take coming in. Hot take coming in.
I'm listening.
I think Andrew Jones going into the Hall of Fame lowered the bar.
Ooh,
I disagree.
ooh, ooh.
In what sense?
He had 1,900 hits.
Okay.
How many Gold Gloves
Offensively,
did he have?
that's fine. I understand how good defensively he was.
How many home runs did he have?
200?
No, he had more than 200.
No, if you look, it wasn't a lot. Statistically, his numbers are not that great. Beltran, on
Yeah,
the other hand, is different.
the years in
Beltran
Atlanta
had
was
300 home runs, almost 3,000 hits, 400 home runs, 300 something steals. Like Andrew Jones' offensive statistics don't really come up to Hall of Fame numbers. I understand, yeah, he's great defensively, but overall, I
I
think it kind of
mean,
lowered the bar.
listen, he did hit career 254. He had 434 home runs. He had over 1,200 RBIs, and he about had 2,000 hits. And it's
Isn't the
truly
benchmark 2,000 hits?
There is no
not if
benchmark.
you're a generational player at your position. Not when he plays center field the way that he played center field.
So you think just based off his defense alone, he gets in? That's because that's what would be
Yeah.
my would take. Because normally, offensively, to make it to the Hall of Fame, you got to get to at least 2,000 hits.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, well, that's your criteria and your opinion. So I don't disagree with it. I don't hate it. I think that there's players that change,
So
the
then,
way that should be thought.
Ernie, based off your argument, Ozzie Smith doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Because he was not a hitter, but he was a wizard at shortstop.
but that's
He
what I'm
had
saying.
a
Like if you're
nickname of
gonna,
the Wizard.
but that's what I'm saying. Like some people get
I
in
mean,
off of their defense.
And by the way,
Gold
Andrew
Gloves.
Jones has 434 home runs.
I was
10
just gonna
Gold
say
Gloves.
that, Kev. 1,
Like,
2, 3,
come on.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's
10.
Not many people got 10 Gold Gloves, bro. Like
I understand
an
everything. I
accomplishment.
understand everything you're saying. Just to me, if you got less than 2,000 hits, you don't belong in.
And he waited 9 seasons to get in.
He almost got 500 home runs.
He waited 9 years to get in.
9 years.
9.
9.
Colt Taker.
Beltran, I don't think should have got in. I think
Really?
because
He was down with the cheating scandal.
he was down with the cheating shit. I think that should have locked him. I think that should have locked him out of the Hall of Fame. I think
With Houston, you're saying?
yeah. I think if you don't have Barry Bonds in your Hall of Fame, you shouldn't have Beltran in your Hall of Fame.
As soon as David Ortiz went in, it opened Pandora's box.
Yep.
And that's what
I
I'm saying.
swear
But
to
that's
God,
what
I
I'm
was gonna
saying.
say
Like
it.
at this point, my take on the Hall of Fame is that it's hypocritical and it's lost all its validity.
No Don
Yeah.
Mattingly.
There's no Don Mattingly, but there's Carlos Beltran who cheated with the Astros.
No Manny Ramirez.
No Manny Ramirez, but David Ortiz is in. No Pete Rose, but who else was a bump
David
that got
Ortiz
in?
is in, but David Ortiz is in.
David Ortiz. You get what
No
I'm saying?
Alex
Like
Rodriguez because David Ortiz is in. No Andy Pettit, but David Ortiz is in.
I think Andy gets in soon. But yeah, I know. I think at some point, and it sucks to say, I think that it's going to happen in years to come when some people aren't around anymore, which is terrible to say. Which I hope isn't, for another 40 years. I'm just saying. But to your point, Ernie, he only got 7.3% of the votes back in 2018. But post-COVID and post-everything, post-2019, 2019 and on, his percentage grew nearly 50% across 4 years. So he was turning some heads.
so I
and
guess
from
I'm still on that
97
early 4% side where it's like a lot of people are like, eh.
From 97 to 07, which was basically his prime, He had 7 30-plus home run seasons and 4 seasons of a slugging percentage north of 500. Now, back in the day, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And by back in the day, I mean 20 years ago, 20-plus years ago. That was great. And to top it all off, his defense was just that much better. I guess I also have a little bit of bias, being, an outfielder and what the position that I played in baseball. I love seeing defensive outfielders. And I guess he's just one of them that I fell in love with as a kid. So
I get that. I mean, to this day, people ask me who your favorite ball player is, and I say Bernie Williams. I don't care.
Brandon
I don't care what
saying
his
that
stat is.
Brandon saying Pettit might have to wait to go to the Veterans Committee because he's already on his 8th ballot.
Sucks for him. I mean,
Which means I think it's what I forget how many days before you gotta go to
I
the
give
Veterans
it to
Committee.
Petty. At least he admitted that he was doing the juice to
still the
Rick-
best playoff pitcher of all time, starting
I
pitcher.
put a little help asterisk next to it, like,
So now we let Kev get his Mets shit out.
Oh, let's talk about Belly. Yes, the great signing of the New York Yankees. Best move they made all season.
Yeah, you're right. Best signing they made all season.
Damn, did we do that to you? See, but you see, so Kev, you see how we started this conversation and nobody did that shit to you. As soon as we talk Yankees, here you go mimicking Yankee fans. So I don't want to hear
Listen,
shit when
it's
people
3-1. What do you want me to tell you?
Look, he's already fighting.
And like I
he's
just
already
said,
fighting
did you
with
know
his
what I
back
said?
on the wall.
Nobody said nothing to you. Nobody said nothing to you though. We kept it cordial. We said something, and then as soon as we start talking Yankees, here you go. Da, 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 da. There he goes. Typical Met fan.
Yo, so we signed since last week. We signed Belly, we signed Weathers. That's really about it, right?
Traded for Weathers, but yeah.
Traded for Weathers,
I
but
like that.
I don't think we gave up
Yeah.
much. But the main signing was Belly. Now,
Yeah.
I don't think we're done. I know everybody else thinks we're done. I don't think we're done. I still think
Yeah, but
maybe
what's
we
the
do.
gut?
I still think we make some moves come around trade deadline as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and say my take on what's going on with the Yankees. I know this might piss some of y'all off. I originally was on the Josh train, where I thought we weren't gonna be shit. But my biggest opinion was until we signed Cody, we was gonna be shit. And since we didn't sign Cody, and it looked like we weren't gonna sign Cody, and we were gonna go into next year without Bellinger, I believe that without him we were gonna be trash. With him though, I gotta go back to just looking at the stats and looking at the way things looked last year. Last year we had the #1 ranked offense in a very weak American League. All right, we lose Devin, we lose Weaver. They cost us a lot of games. Yeah, they also saved a lot of games, but they cost us a lot of games. You go ahead and add Cole, you add Schmidt. You hope that they stay healthy. You add those wins. We tied Toronto last year. I think we can still be a 1 seed in the AL with Cody being back. Personally, I'm not gonna say we're making it to the World Series. I'm not gonna say we're a lock to win anything, but I do believe with a weak AL, with what we have, based off of last year, what we added, what we have coming back. I mean, as of right now, we know that we're gonna have Stanton for the majority of the year. As of right now, we haven't heard anything about him missing the first half of the season. But if you could
Preach
put
Benji.
what happened? What happened, Josh?
And I said, preach Benji. Gonna be another Yankee year. Another year of Judge wasted. Benji.
Here we
Gonna be
go.
another Yankee year wasting
So-
another year of Judge.
Yes, Benji, I think it comes down to the pitching. I think offensively we're fine. I think it's gonna come down to the pitching, but you know what? I'm actually confident about our pitching this year. I am. Schmidt comes
Hold
back.
up.
I think we need one more starter.
Hold up.
You think we need one more
I
starter? I don't think we need another starter personally.
What, Josh? Go ahead.
I know Josh is chomping at the bit.
I don't understand how you guys are saying in any way, shape, or form that we need pitching, right? Every year we get into the playoffs, Nobody could hit the fucking ball. Period. And you guys want more pitching? How about we get
So-
hitters in the playoffs that can
See,
hit
I
the
don't
fucking
want
ball?
pitching. You see, I don't want pitching.
Take someone out of the lineup. What are you doing? Are you taking Jazz out of second? Are you taking Austin Wells out of the catching position? Are you taking Cody
Ben Rice.
Bellinger out of? Okay, so Ben Rice is going to catch,
Cody plays first.
Right?
and his defensive ability doesn't scare you at all.
Well, you can get better, I think.
I don't know, man. I thought last year and what?
Between him, he's going to play first. He's going to catch. You're going to have Cody in the outfield. You're going to have Cody playing first.
Well, Cody's going to be in left. Trent's going to be in center. Judge's going to be in right.
Move. I hate the Trent
I
move.
understand.
Brandon, we have a righty bat. Caballero is going to take over the shortstop spot from Volpe by the end of the year.
This motherfucker just said we have a righty bat, and his name is Jose Caballero. What time is it? Damn.
Josh, yo, you can't be so negative. You know what? I'm going to double down on what Barnes says. You are a negative Nancy.
Okay, again, right? Every year we go into the playoffs.
Look how bad he getting. Look.
Every year we go into the playoffs and we do the same shit.
Yeah, you see the
We
vein
don't
in his neck.
hit. We don't hit.
The thing is, we won't have to see the Los Angeles Dodgers until we get to the World Series when we do, which is great for us. And if someone can knock them out, that would be cool too.
I'm going to go as far as saying that I think the Mets can beat the Dodgers this year.
Come on.
You know what? We have to beat Toronto first. How about that? We got to beat Toronto first. Toronto wiped the floor.
Toronto is not as good as they were last year.
Just as good.
We're not just gonna breeze over what you just said.
Who, me?
No.
Oh, appreciate you, Dane.
Yeah,
Appreciate you. That's my boy I work with.
You're, yeah, we're not just gonna breeze over that you just said that the Mets have any chance in this series with the Dodgers. No offense, Kev. Sorry, it's just not happening.
I don't see why not.
You take the All-Star game lineup.
1 year. No,
year?
1 year. We're talking 1 year. This year, 1 year. Bo Bichette, Simeon, Lindor, Polanco. Let's just say they have a good year. They could be a very sneaky good team. If everybody does what they're supposed to do, they could be a sneaky good team. We're not gonna sit here and just like say they're gonna outright be trash.
With who throwing the ball? Who's going on the mound every fifth day?
The rookie. I think the rookie McLean is gonna be good. They still got El Chinito. What's the other one?
Tong.
Tong. They have Peralta, Kodai still.
Sanga.
They got four solid starters.
Miguel.
And maybe Clay Holmes has a good year.
That's going up against Shohei, Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, Sasaki if he wants to turn into Mariano Rivera, or he wants to.
Did you say Yamamoto?
No, not even. No, not yet. Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
All I'm saying is it could happen.
Aces.
It can happen.
That's 5.
Why can't it happen?
And they just signed Kyle Tucker. They're paying Kyle Tucker and Shohei $3 million this year. We're paying Paul Blackburn $2.
I think we get the Subway Series this year. Calling it now. January 22nd. Subway Series.
Please go bet it because you'll win a lot of money. Go bet it.
I'm gonna bet it. It's already in my futures bet.
Good. Well, you could.
I do have another ticket, but it is one of my tickets.
You can kiss that one goodbye.
It's not the one I put the most on, but it is a ticket that I have.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't see it. We'll obviously revisit this, but I don't see it. There's also a couple.
I'll be happy making it to the NLCS this year.
There's a couple names on the starting pitching market that I could definitely see the Mets going after. and one of them being Framber Valdez.
Well, I don't want Framber Valdez. I don't want the
I
Yankees
don't
to go
either.
after him.
I don't. No, I don't want him. But I'm saying for our
Look at
friend
Josh.
Kevin over there.
Look at Josh. Look, write that down. Ernie said Mets Yankees World Series.
I understand what people mean because he threw out his catcher. He did what he did.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No, he's a
anything
piece
else.
of shit. But
I think it was an isolated incident. You know, he was having a bad day, and I mean, if he could be an upstanding citizen and pitch good for us, I'd take him. Why not?
It's equivalent to punching your coworker in the fucking throat.
No, stop it.
Bro,
It is. What are you
do
talking
know
about,
what
Kev?
he
It
could have
is.
done to him?
That could have really hurt him.
I don't think he did it really intentional like
100%.
that.
It would have been different if he bounced a curveball, Kev. I would agree with that. But he threw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball at the guy's chest, not giving a fuck what he was doing.
He was choking on something, so he was trying to give him the Heimlich maneuver with the fastball.
All
We'll go with that.
All right, now let's take it all down. Look, at the end of the day, I'll be honest. I still think we could be a one seed in the AL. I don't know what happens in the playoffs. I think the AL is weak. I think Toronto got. I don't think Toronto got better. They lost Bassett. They lost Bichette. I don't think they got better. I think they kind of stayed where they're at.
Bichette was hurt most of the year last year, if I'm not
They did
mistaken.
get Dylan Cease, which
Yeah, but Dylan Cease has been extremely inconsistent.
yeah, but
Because it was one bad year.
that lineup also isn't anything not to write home about.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, are they a outright cut? Like, just outright completely better than the Yankees? I don't believe so.
I mean, we saw it last year.
I
They-
still
they
don't
get
think
us
they're.
these
I
guys
still
that
don't
make
think they were the
back
better
team.
team. I think we just played like shit. But on paper, I don't think they're the
Well,
better team.
we also weren't completely healthy, which I'll give you that as well.
Hey.
And Schlittler came on late, so yeah. Go ahead, Josh.
That's right, Ernie. We win on paper all the time.
And at one point, it's got to work.
Oh, is it? Does it?
At one point, it has to work. It's gonna work for the Dodgers, right? It's working for the Dodgers, no?
No. Is a big no, but they are supposed to win on paper. They're better than the Yankees on paper.
Okay, but we're at least supposed to get there. Let us lose to the Dodgers 3 years in a fucking row, but get there.
Okay.
The Orioles got better.
They're not
team
better than the
full of
Yankees?
God, Jesus still ain't better than the
No, I
Dodgers.
don't think so. I think our starting pitching goes up against anyone in the AL.
That's what. But that's
And
what I'm
anyone
saying.
in the NL besides the Dodgers.
And we had the number one ranked offense last year. So if we go into it this year and we bring up Jones, we allow Cody to play first. We have Rice catch. Whenever Stanton needs some time off, you have
trade
Jones and
Wells.
Dominguez.
So trade Volpe. Why didn't you get rid of him this year?
Listen, if you were me, bro, if I was Cashman, I'd have dealt Volpe at the deadline last year.
That's what he likes to do. He likes to hang on to his prospects. Gary
Okay,
Sanchez, Clay
if it
Frazier,
was up to
Miguel
me-
Andujar.
If it was up to me, we'd have dealt his ass at the deadline. But he's still here. That's why I'm gonna root for Jose Caballero to take his spot. Fuck it. He might not give us a lot of home runs, but he's gonna cause a hell of a lot of havoc on the base paths. He's gonna get on base at least. He's not terrible
Whoa.
defensively.
He's got to get on base. What did he hit last year?
Who else?
No,
Caballero.
Cabby.
Oh,
Cabby had 50
What did he
stolen
last year?
bases last year.
yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Billy Hamilton.
Pinch
was
running.
bad.
He did a lot of pinch running. He did a lot of pinch running.
He's Billy Hamilton, but he plays shortstop, and he's not a bad shortstop.
He's not a bad shortstop. So like I wouldn't mind the month that we lose Volpe. Jose has a great month and takes the starting job for him, bro. That would benefit us. It's the righty bat that we need in the lineup. It's an okay defensive glove. If he gets on base, he's gonna cause havoc. He's a solid number one bat. Like you could put him in the 1 hole, or you could put him in a 9 hole. I put him either or. Like you know what I mean. But when healthy,
I'd much rather him down in the 9 hole.
but when healthy, like
I
I think we have the best rotation outside of Dodgers. So
Yeah,
When they're all together and healthy, remember.
correct.
but this is we can only go off of if they're healthy. We can only go off of if Stanton plays more than 80 games. We can only go off of if everything goes as planned.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is? Every year it hasn't. Stanton gets hurt every single year. We go through pitching injuries every single year.
I understand that, but that's when you talk about it and worry about it in the season. Prior to the year, you have to go in with the mentality that you're healthy. This Mets same way, right? Mets same way. You got to go into the season with the players that you have healthy, knowing that you have a healthy squad right now. If something changes, yeah, you go ahead and pivot and you figure out where it goes from there. Going into the league, the season, as long as you're healthy, you have to be able to believe that, when healthy, we have the best rotation outside of the Dodgers. When healthy, we have the number 1 ranked offense in the American League.
Yeah, that's what Brandon said in the chat, 100% about the pitching staff.
But you don't know how they're going to adapt to their injuries that they had, too. You don't know how Cole is going to adapt to that.
We also don't need him to be Superman, though. We don't need him to be, we don't need him to.
You don't need him to do that, but you know how he is. He has that attitude. He wants to do it. You see what he did. He went almost berserk because they were 2 minutes over on the national anthem, and he was all pissed off.
Yeah, and Framber Valdez was trying to give his catcher a birthday cake when he threw a fastball down his chest. Like, what's worse?
He missed
you know what I mean?
Surprise.
Right, exactly. So that's more of a creature of habit. I actually fucked with it when he did it. He's like, no, get the fuck off my mound. It's 107. I'm supposed to be on the mound. I'm supposed to be pitching. You're not supposed to be out there anymore.
And Smith, Brandon says, like we've been saying, we're going into the season unhealthy. Cole Rodon out for weeks. So is Schmidt. So they got to survive that first.
But I think we have the pieces to last us a month.
I think Cole's coming back in more than a month. Schmidt too.
Yeah, I think
even 2 months. We have the pieces to last 2 months. We have the pitchers right now to last 2 months.
Listen, if they didn't think that they had the pitching to do it, then we would have signed,
somebody other than Weathers.
2 starters. Right. Right, and that's another thing. We have Ryan Weathers who can prove himself and show himself. And if we have to go to a 6-man, I'm comfortable with it.
We have the bodies for it.
Yeah, and to get Cole every 6th day instead of every 5th day, if we don't, need those, quote unquote, must-win games in early April, early May, like I just want them healthy coming postseason. That's it.
So it is 11 o'clock though. So let's go ahead and final thoughts on anything that you want to talk about real quick. Final thoughts before we go ahead and clear out. Yak?
Fuck the Mets.
Josh?
Why did you get back on the Barnes Yankee train?
Because it's let's go fucking Yankees.
No, shut up.
Let's fucking go Yankees.
Fake.
Here we go, Yankees. Here we go.
It's fake.
Here we go, Yankees. Here we go.
It's fake.
Rule 78. Fuck the Yanks.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all hanging with us as long as we did. It's probably our longest show.
Thank you, everyone, to tune in.
Definitely.
Benji,
like,
Brandon,
share, subscribe.
Barnes, Brando. Everybody that came in.
We got a final thought. What's a better radio station, WFAN or ESPN Radio, and why?
I got a good answer.
I
got a great answer. Peep Game motherfucking podcast is better. That is the answer.
There you go.
All right.
Boom.
Good night. Have yourselves a good night, man. See y'all next time.